This is the story of Phim, a young girl from a northern village in Laos. She lost her leg 6 years ago. Today is Friday, January the 12th of 2024. Booma and I have started our journey to Laos for Phim's leg. We're on the airplane, Lao Airline, which has a direct flight from Chiang Mai, Thailand to Luang Prabang, Laos. After we land, Booma will be heading to his village, which will require a ride on the train followed by a bus van, and then hopefully a pickup into his village where he will pick up Phim and her father and bring them to Luang Prabang, where the prosthetic and orthotic workshop limb clinic is.
Finally, I arrived home. This is my village and house. Everyone is living together. This evening, Phim is cooking rice, and my dad is also cooking dinner. In the morning, Phim is cooking rice again, and my mom is making me a breakfast. Phim is going to school as usual. This is school where I studied.
Hi, it's Thursday morning, January the 18th, 2024, and it's a super exciting day for some of us. Booma has just sent me a video of young Phim and her father, as well as himself, getting into a van bus because they are leaving their small village in northern Laos and traveling to Luang Prabang today. This is very exciting because about 6 or 7 years ago, Phim lost her left leg in a traumatic injury, and she's been walking with a little stick. She does an amazing job at this, but we also think she deserves a prosthetic limb. It's not been offered to her. I met Phim about 2 years ago in a picture. Booma was at home visiting his village, and he sent me some pictures of family, and I noticed a young girl, maybe 10 to 12 years old, and she didn't have a limb. I thought this was a bit unusual because I'm a physician in a Western country, and when I asked Booma about it, there was a lot of insight around that. It's a lack of access to healthcare for people, especially those who live in rural villages. But the access is not just simply healthcare. It's about clean drinking water, safe homes, education. Many of the villages don't have a school, and those that do, it's typically just elementary school. And food. Food scarcity is a huge issue, and this affects 80% of the world. It's just not right. You know, there needs to be better balance. That's what I've learned about Buddhism. And so I talked to Booma, and we put our heads together as we do for everything, and we came up with a plan to get Phim a prosthetic limb.
In Laos, it's difficult to get a passport under the age of 18.
If it's even possible. And so travel to a place like Thailand, Bangkok, or even India for a prosthetic limb wasn't a possibility. And so Booma and I did some groundwork here in Laos, and we were really happy to find an organization called COPE. It was initially a U.S. Initiative, and that was to help replace the limbs of the people who were blown up in the landmines that still exist here today. So a big issue. The organization helps people who've had a loss of any origin. We came last December, and our efforts started in Vientiane, where the Orthotic Centre is, and there's actually a museum there, which led to Luang Prabang, which prompted us to just appear at a hospital in hopes of finding a clinic, which we did, and then we sat and waited until somebody arrived, and the man who actually builds the prosthetic limbs was the person who walked through that door. That was a very happy day, because that was the day that I knew that it could happen. And so it's been a 2-year process. Unfortunately, 1 year delay because of my own injury to my left limb, but you just push on and make it happen. So it's going to happen now. And I really believe that the path that's put in front of you comes when the time is right. So this is the time for Phim and her father learn, her mother, her family, and for people in small villages that don't have access. We need to be helpers. You know, we're stewards in this world, and the world needs a whole lot more metta. So I'm very happy that today is the day that I finally get to meet this young girl. She looks absolutely beautiful. I'm so privileged to meet her and her father, and I'll be really happy to see Abuma again. He's my partner in crime. Okay, so we'll share the journey with you, and today is very exciting for us.
I will carry you home. I will carry you home when you got nowhere to go.
So today is Friday, January the 19th, 2024. And this was our first day to go to the hospital, the Luang Prabang Provincial Hospital. And there we have the prosthetic limb clinic. And we took young Phim and her father there. We went in the tuk-tuk. She's amazing with her crutch. I can't get over it. She can get up into the tuk-tuk better than I can. And we took her and they registered her. They will actually start building her limb on Monday. And what was really great about our visit there today was they have a small area in the front. It's the recreation area where the physiotherapists or equivalent work with the individuals after they receive a prosthetic limb. There was a little girl there, maybe 5 years old, and she had a left lower limb, just like Phim is going to get. And she was doing her physiotherapy. It was great to see. Her balance was fantastic. She was using both of her legs as good as, I was going to say as good as me, but probably better than me. And it was really nice, I think, for Phim to see that. And that's the goal here. And I'm just really glad that that little girl gave us that gift this morning. And I'm not sure why she lost her limb, but I also hope for her blessings as well. So a great first day. We're going to have a bit of an afternoon off. Booma and I will go looking for a cruise, and that's a Lao boat that goes up the river. And maybe that will be something nice that we can do. We have to be mindful not to do something that requires a lot of walking. And then tonight we're going to go to the street market for some food. I hope that they'll pick some mealfish and sticky rice, because that's one of my favorite things to eat. And then we'll have the weekend off, and on Monday we start to build the leg. One thing that was of concern was when we first arrived, she had to show them her stump. And the man, who looks like probably a technician, said, "Oh, short." And that's actually been my fear all the way through. Dr. Long back in Elliott Lake had looked at the measurements that Booma had given of the stump, and he said it's going to be just enough. But in the back of my mind, I kept thinking, is her stump going to be long enough? So when that man said that, I immediately asked him, I said, is this going to be too short, or can you do something? And he says, yes, it is a bit short, but he said it doesn't matter, we're going to build her leg. So green light's on, and we can hardly wait for Monday. Thanks.
You and I are the same.
7, 10.
Boma,
Okay.
you have to do it. Can I?
I think I don't.
Yes, I think so. Everybody, go ahead, Boma. Let's find out what happens to Boma.
24.
24, wow.
I don't think they have 24. It's all gone. It's finished. And the child.
He pulled 24, but it's all gone. I wonder what that means.
It's 10.
Stick number 2 is 10. So Learn and Glenna are the same, and Phim and Boma got the same number.
Where's it? Okay, thank you.
สิ่งประสบกำลังจักรวาลติมือพนาติไลจากพิญญาไทยปีไทยเดือนโอ้ก็ได้มีข้าดำต่างกันข้าดำต่างเขียวเพื่อสุดผลเป็นประธรรมสังฆโจมาผู้พอแรงแค่ในขจรที่นี่มันน่าก็ให้เจ้าจงดูดีมีแห่งคนเจ็บเจ้าอย่าให้ใดคนไข้เจ้าอย่าได้มีให้เจ้าจงมีแต่โศกแต่ใส่แต่โศกแต่ลาขอให้ได้ใครดีให้ขึ้นให้เกิดให้ทำให้มีให้ได้เป็นเศรษฐีมีมั่งให้ได้นั่งกินนั่งทานทำมาเข้าท่าง่ายมือทำธุรกิจการงานนั้นได้ก็ให้เจริญรุ่งเรืองรุ่งเรืองไปโดยดีอย่าขัดอย่าข้องอย่าขาดอย่าจุดอย่าจบกินอย่าได้บกจบอย่าได้แห้งเด้อที่นี้มันน่าจะท่าให้เจ้าจงให้จากทุกโศกโลไปให้จากสัพพะกิเลสจังให้เผยไผ่ทั้งหลายทั้งปวงให้ทุกพัฒนาสิ่งใดที่สอบต่อสิ้นต่อทำแล้วก็ขอได้นำความมาความปรารถนาให้เจ้านั้นจงมีพลังใหม่แข็งแรงสมบูรณ์ปูนสุขขอให้มีอายุยืนยาวขอให้สารประวัติศาสตร์จัตตารุธรรมาวาทันติอายุวโนสุขังพระลังสยันตุพระลังสยมังคะลังสาธุ
So this is our first full day at the prosthetic limb clinic in Luang Prabang. And we had a really good day so far. It's halfway done. We understand now what's going to happen for Phim. She will have to strengthen her stump and before they can fit a prosthesis. It's quite a short stump and there's no bone in it, so it's very special. It's a muscle and it deviates towards the left side. So the physiotherapist did the assessment this morning. They will be able to build their prosthetic limb, but we need to do some shaping of the stump first. So this morning she spent 3 hours on a machine where she had to continuously extend her lower limb. And this will help to strengthen, and she's wrapped in these bandages which will help to bring the stump in so that when she gets her prosthetic leg, it will align with her upper leg. So 7 hours of physio every single day now. The exercises will be this week, and then she'll continue them with her prosthetic limb, which will be built next week. So approximately 2, 3, maybe even 4 weeks, and it depends on her progress. So we get a break for lunch, and Boom and I are able to go and get them a nice lunch so that they come back and we can bring it back and they can eat. And then we continue with physiotherapy. We've met a lot of wonderful people today. The director of the entire rehab program, the director of the prosthetic limb program, and several physiotherapists. They're all super nice people, very welcoming. And they're very happy to have Phim here because she's been 7 years without a lower limb. They wish that they could have had her when she was a child. But we're here now, and that's what's important.
So we're looking forward to the journey, however long it takes, and we'll be here to support him.
ต้องยันเกินนะเกินก็คือติดนี่ยังคันยังคันนะโค้งกลางนะโค้งบอลโค้งพอดีจุดขึ้นนะพอดีจะแจ้งเกิดแบบเป๊ะๆขึ้นนะจูดดีปุ๊บเดียวอีกเดี๋ยวเสียตายกันนะฮะเดี๋ยวขึ้นสำคัญแบบที่ดีฮัทเลยเงียบแบบนี้แบบดีเลยไม่คดีไม่ได้นักสิงห์จะมาสองพันสิงห์อันนี้นะเป็นตัวใหญ่บนดิสพัตติอะไรนี่พอดึงพอประมาณเลยเนาะต้องให้ดึงข้างแบบโคยืดประมาณ2 คนทั้งหอด1 โมงครึ่งประมาณปุ๊บเนาะกระเจง
เมื่อยไหมจุเมื่อยแรง How are you feeling, Glenna?
I'm good, Buma. How are you today?
I'm good. How do you feel about him?
I think she's doing a great job. I think this is her 6th hour of doing exercises on her chair. And all she gets to do today is strengthen the lower limb, which means she's got some weights attached and she's doing hyperextension. After hyperextension, just the one leg. So she's a trooper. To be doing this for 6 whole hours is just great. Her muscles get a little bit fatigued. You can see some fasciculations or shaking. So they're tiring, but she still keeps working at it. So it's a good day, really good start.
Now that Phim has strengthened her stump, she's ready to have her prosthesis made. This will take place in the cast room. The technician will wrap her lower limb in plastic and use anatomical markings before she wraps it in plaster. The plaster will be set, and after it's ready, it will be removed, and this is what will be used to actually form the prosthetic limb.
Let us see.
มุนเลยอ่ะข้าวมันมุนเลย
Tin. Ini yang belian lah.
จะได้ลองเรียกมา เราเวลามันกระดูกมันมีมันก็เลยเอ็ดชนะ
It's good like guys are straight not like mine.
เคสนี้เพิ่นซอยวะ
But when I saw
ก็ได้ซอยวะ
I'm like
สมมุติว่าคันเพิ่นซอยเรื่องค่าเดินทางอย่างเราพาเราก็สิบ่ได้ให้สินะเพราะว่าคันมีคนซอยนะคะก็ไปซอยคนอื่นสินะ
There is a lot of skill and precision that goes into making a prosthetic limb. The suction cup which fits to the stump must be just perfect. There can't be any loose parts or rubbing. If there's rubbing, you can cause friction blisters, and these blisters can become infected, which can be very, very serious. All of the technicians here were wonderful to work with and did a great job on Phim's limb. It took almost a week to make Phim's artificial limb, and it was a great day when it finally arrived. And we had anticipated this for a very long time, but probably not as long as Phim. We had some guests that were visiting us from Thailand, and we all shared in the experience and celebrated with dinner that night. Our friends from Thailand came to the hospital and spent not 1 but 2 full days with Phim and ourselves. It was great to have them there. The company was wonderful, and we are very grateful for their love and kindness. After receiving her prosthetic limb, Phim started to work in the outdoor physio department. Initially, she was walking while holding rails, but she advanced very quickly to walking up the stairs and up and down the ramps without holding on. She did a fantastic job, and her limb fit perfectly with no concerns. Phim trained for a couple of weeks with her metal prosthetic limb. After it was confirmed that it was good and that no changes had to be made, it was fitted with the sleeve. The sleeve allowed the leg to look a little bit more like her other leg, and although I loved the metal leg, I think Phim was really pleased with the result. In anticipation for the long-awaited metal leg covered with the sleeve, we went shopping at the local market and bought a pair of white running shoes. This is Phim's first pair of shoes. With her finished limb, Phim was given permission for the first time since we started at the hospital to leave, walking on her own and without the crutch. This was a great day for everybody, something that I'll never forget.
Lang ham kal. Chị tên làm nhong chẳng lòng quê là tên.
Kalau tiap senar luan baju luan dan tui.
Tin kal lah. Lang ve chur kal. Lang ve chur kal. Oh.
ขั้นใดเงินสั้นเดียวหรือ2สั้นจิ้มรถปะ
ด้วย ค่อย
เกียร์ตกขา
Good.
Finally, it was time for Phim to be discharged from the hospital. The vice director of the physiotherapy department was there to see her off in her tuk-tuk and wave goodbye. His smiles say it all. All of us are very, very grateful for the entire team and all of the efforts at the prosthetic limb clinic at the Luang Prabang hospital. The work that they do provides quality of life for all of the people who have lost a limb from whatever cause.
เถื่อนเด้อ
ได้
มือแด่ส่งวัดคิวแด่เด้อโชคดีบายจ้ะ
Bye. Thank you. Thank you.
We're most grateful for their efforts on Phim's behalf, and we wish all of them all of the blessings that they deserve. In a sad but good way, it's time for Phim and her dad Learn to pack up and head back to their village. It's now Saturday, February the 10th, 2024, and Buma is on his way to pick up Phim and her father. They're heading back to the village today with her new leg. So it's the end of a 3.5-week journey for us. Buma, tell me how you're feeling about this whole experience this morning.
I woke up very happy with the result that we got from hospital. So all of these are from Glenna's efforts, myself, Phim, her father, and staffs that are working hard. So I'm very excited and happy to take them home. So my family and Phim's mother would be happy to see her walk again.
It's great. Thank you so much for everything, Buma. It's a wonderful outcome. I think it exceeded everything we set out to do. So congratulations.
Thank you so much and congratulations, Glenna.
It's our last day, Saturday, February the 14th, 2024. Buma is now taking Phim and her father back to their village. At the end of our 1-month journey here in Luang Prabang is over. So when I look back, I can't believe it. I'm super happy that everything worked out. I am so grateful for the staff at the prosthetic limb clinic and for all of their skills. It was a very basic limb that she received, but it works and they did it well. And so Phim will now be walking for the first time in 6 or 7 years with her limb. She has 3 new pairs of shoes, some white runners, colored runners, and some purple and gray sandals, which she also really likes. Her dad is thrilled. I could tell by the smile in his eyes when I asked him if he was pleased. And I can hardly wait for her to get home to her village, where her mom will see her walking for the first time in a long time, and she can meet up with all of her friends. So my thanks to Buma for everything. It was a cooperative effort by a lot of people, but could not have been done without Buma. So just thrilled, and dreams do come true. Say hi to everybody at home. Take care of your leg, okay? Okay, goodbye everyone. Safe travels home to your village. Everyone take care.
See you soon.
Okay, see you next time. Bye-bye. Take care. Bye. A very special thank you to our friend Richard, who visited from Thailand and designed the solar system, which now gives the Budnoi family a light for the first time.